Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in this new battlebay video. It's been a while since I came to this platform and community. I'm not really playing for a long time though. I'm not doing any battles. I'm just going to review a couple of battles that Jacob sent me in. I'm not sure if this is all of them because it's been a really long time ago since he sent it these replays. So I apologize if this video may not be completely full of the replays that you sent me, but that's okay. If you just say it, then I guess I'll, maybe make a second part. Anyhow, I hope you all have been doing great. I know that this is completely out of the blue and that I absolutely did not communicate whatsoever. I just left my channel to die, basically. Also, my infamy, but we don't talk about that. I honestly could care less if it becomes zero at some point. Like, I'm just here to look into the games, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I could try to hit Nightmare League, but what's the point of that? Like, there's no bragging rights about being the number one of the world, right? Can't say I'm wrong. It's just a painful reality that you gotta face. The fact that I just said bro's back and I said just hell nah, it's just fucking funny. All right, let's go. Okay, so basically, yeah, I need to watch these two replays. Okay, so this is the first one, and uh, our team has a fixer. The enemy team has no fixer. So if you ask me, who has the advantage? It's definitely our team because we have a fixer. That is if and only if the fixer knows what it's doing, because it's not knowing what it's doing. Okay, so first of all, you shouldn't do this. In all those years, and even though I left this channel to die for freaking months, I still have the audacity to fucking shout at people that are doing things wrong. This is just a counting exercise. There's three people and you think you can take them out as a fixer. This is a joke, right? Okay, so basically, here's Jacob. And Jacob is doing a decent job here. Again, not a fan of this setup, but it is playable, okay? It is playable. Um, this is also kind of a fascinating setup. Like, um, it's a grenade with a flare gun. I mean, okay. It's definitely legal. But again, the problem with a cannon setup like this in a map such as Foundry is that you are very heavily reliant on the waves and the maps as well. For instance, if this was Sub-Zero, Jacob would not have gotten 30,000 damage as in this game. And yes, I have looked into this replay several times before. Jacob is doing a great job there. I mean, defending the fixer. I cannot hate on this. Also, can I say this? Can I mention something about this fixer? It's in such a bad spot. If there was a Frostorp speeder, that speeder could have easily killed the freaking fixer, and that would have left the team dead. Let's say that, because it's a 4 versus 3. 4 versus 2, actually, in fact. So, yeah. And maybe this is overestimated, but, like, at the end of the day, you don't want to take much risks as that. So, yeah. And another thing with a setup like this, it has almost zero area of attack. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that if everyone goes capture, as it happened in this game, you will not have an area of attack weapon to reset the capture zone, which can be very fatal. So I always tell people at least try to equip a mortar or something like that, or a missile or whatever. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it can reset the capture zone from cover or whatever, then it's fine. Oh, also, mini instructive moment here. Uh, this is a split up attack, which can be fatal if you don't know what you're doing. But Jacob is doing fine. Oh wait, no, it's not Jacob that is making the mistake. In fact, it's Captain Stranger whatever, which is not really doing anything. I always tell people if you want to get a kill, try to aim ahead with Rogan. This is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. Oh, also, if you want to finish your low health target, and you have to switch, and you have to choose between a point weapon or an area weapon. If the target is moving slow, like in this case, you can consider firing a grenade instead of your cannon, believe it or not. And actually, that's oftentimes better because, first of all, a grenade has more chance to hit the target because it's an area attack weapon. Whereas a cannon, you have to be precise, which not everyone is, especially not me, especially not right now. Like, seriously. I bet that if I play the game right now, I'll just stumble into 10,000 mines. And then just come with a weird excuse. Well, I haven't played the game in like, what, months? I don't know when my last battlebay video was uploaded. I should look at that soon. Anyway, like, Jacob is doing a great job here. Like, I have respect for people that spam cannons because it's so easy to parry it. It's so freaking easy to parry it. And I get what some people are saying. Some people here will say, like, well, Marine, that's easy to say for you. Well, yes, but actually, no. Wait, hold on. I'm reviewing the exact same replay. What a freaking bozo am I? Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. It's loading back in. I gotta review that other replay. Man, I need to get to the bottom of this, okay? LOL. Team Aggro. Well, I'm not joining back. Oh, by the way, about Team Aggro. I haven't met yet, but I'm really busy to rewrite that story. And to be fair, this is actually going to be some sort of test or whatever, like it's going to be kind of like Persona. It's going to kind of look like that. Not completely, but with some infusions of it. You guys will have to make the choices. And that will determine how the story goes. So there's like 3 different endings, right? And I still need to figure out how I want to do this, but eventually I will get it rolling. Don't worry about it. I just take my time with these things. I don't want to mess it up like I did the last time. I know that some of you guys really like that, but I feel like I could have made the depth of the characters far more interesting. Like, I made so many mistakes. I want to. I don't want it to be perfect, but like I at least want to make it look like a bit professional. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, back to the video, because enough advertising here. Okay, you heard enough. Okay, so now we go to this and you know. Okay, now we have this. This is actually quite a fascinating setup. So we got a defender, we got a fixer, and we got 3 shooters. The enemy got 1 speeder, a reaper, and 3 shooters as well. So, what the fuck happened to my freaking game? Oh man, am I glad I don't play this game anymore. Like, now that I look at it, it's so goofy. How could I have played this game for like 3 years? What the frick? If not more. Okay, so like, this is good. And again, we got one of the worst healers in the game. Freaking area setup. Stop using area heal, guys. It's not worth it. Okay, so using first your railgun, I always advertise people to do that stuff. Unless you can't hit the target, then I'm saying something different. But this is very good. Pushing and targeting the Reaper. Trying to target the Reaper, actually. This is great stuff. Reaper is way too much focused on God mode. And this is a beautiful kill that Master Jacob got. If I would have been here, I would have probably pushed. But I'm trash, so I don't. But he is doing the exact same as I would have done in the game. Pushing. I mean, now that you got the freaking advantage, you should keep going. And they got a big problem over there. Do you guys know why? Do you want to know why? It's that fucking defender over there. Yeah, that guy is gonna rush in and wreck them up. It's game over. Like, this is a game where you just lose. You cannot do anything anymore. Oh, and by the way, just for the record here, if this bozo did not play area heal, then that defender could have done massive damage. I'm not kidding there. If that was an actual decent healer with actually good gear, they were screwed from the beginning, okay? Like, screwed. There would have been no turning back there. But still, they win the game, so like, this is good stuff. And here's what you got to remember about cannons, because this will be a very instructive lesson for everyone. When you play a setup like this, do you want to know the weakness between cannons? This is the reason why you never ever should spam. Unless you are like me, you guys remember the freaking double grenades with freaking double. Man, how do I even remember that stuff? It's been like months ago. Anyway, like, those are meme setups, okay? You're not supposed to use meme setups in freaking rank, but this guy is actually doing it, and I love it. The fact that he keeps wrecking teammates like that is just, I mean, enemies, sorry. The fact that he keeps wrecking enemies like this is just crazy. What the frick? Captain Rex. Hold on. Yo, well. I'm only here for a limited amount of time before I go off again, and I'll do my own thing. And he asked how he won that. Okay, so we're gonna look into this. Not sure what's going on. This is a not rank battle. This is first flood. Yo, what's going on here? Why is he in? Oh my god, this is a low player lobby. Okay, hold on. So he is targeting stocking backs. Support boats are never good on their own. And if I were here in Jacob's place, I would have just targeted the support boat right off the bat. Just getting rid of it. He's asking how he won this. But to be honest, this is nothing sort of fantastic. This happens every day, and this is the reason why I don't play battlebay anymore. Like the unbalanced matchmaking, everything, like the community itself, the toxic messages that each person sends to another person, and not even realizing what it does to the other person's feelings. That's so bad. Oh, also mini instructive lesson to Master Jacob. If you are playing speeder, and you play against something like this, the best thing you can do is stun the highest health player, because you will never target that person. Never. Until the other targets are finished. This is a strategy that's used a lot in yeah, here you did it correctly. And then you should, why would you do that? Why? You just, oh my. Well, anyway, I mean, this is still winning. The reason why Master Jacob wins this is because he's playing speeder. Like, speeder is the god of 1v1, okay? Like, there is no universe in which speeder loses to a freaking shooter, unless the shooter is like with two people at least. And the reason for that is very simple. I don't want to trash talk shooters, but when it comes to utility, speeder is just far superior. It's not some like, that's not a riddle, that's a fact. That's what I want to say. So like, a 2 versus 1 here is definitely not out of the blue or out of the question, right? Especially when you use the waves like this guy does. That's a beautiful infiltration, by the way. And this is why you don't use torpedoes at close range, by the way. Well, however, I do get that this is definitely strong. What I don't get here is why Hidden Boa did not team up with Shocking Backs. Like, they both had very strong items, but Shocking Backs didn't heal anything. Like, I'm sorry, but when you play like this, you should just quit the game. You should also quit the game when you have a full rare setup and you lose to people who use uncommon weapons. Yep, that's me. But that was a 1v1. I'm trash at 1v1s. I really am. You should try it. It's a joke. Like, you should see me play. But at the very least, I mean, personality wise, I'm not that garbage. Kind of. You guys are not garbage either. Like, this is fun to do anyway. Like, I have missed this kind of. Feel like a part of me is coming back, but no can do. Can't get back to this game. Can't. So, I want to thank you all for watching this video. And, yeah. We'll get back eventually. Whenever you have a replay ready, or you want me to look at a replay, feel free. Oh, and Jacob, don't take anything I said in this video too personally. Like, It happens plenty of time where people break your stun, or you break your own stun on accident. Like, I don't think you had the intention to do something like that, but even if you did, like, the best way to use the stun bolt in battleway is to stun a ship and target someone else. This is also why flare is in most scenarios better than a grenade launcher in battleway, because you have, first of all, guaranteed fire effect, um, and you also have at the same time the fact that you cannot accidentally break your stun, because that sometimes happens with grenade, since it's an aerial weapon. It's an area of effect weapon. So yeah, but that is just some advice. The other bad thing about this is when you do select flare gun for grenade, you have the disadvantage because you cannot see mines so easily, since grenade is a mortar few weapon. So yeah, that means that you got to play more carefully, and that's the interesting part about this. You see that both setups each have their own qualities and their own weaknesses. Like grenade has a higher DPS output than flare gun, of course. That's no question. That's just the truth. But flare is a very hard counter against healer. So yeah, you gotta keep things balanced. See. Anyway, I'll be going off, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm sorry if there was also no intro, that this video is kind of sloppy, but I think you guys are already happy that I'm kind of back. Like, I'm not joining back on the game, but at the very least, I'll so now and then go on online and, maybe chat a little bit with people again. Like, I haven't chatted in a long time, but that's okay. As for now, I'll train my back and my arms. Preparing for logistics tomorrow, because, of course, at the end of the day, that's heavy work. So I better prepare myself. See you later.